Action!
This video is for the Draeger Evita Infinity V500. I'm going to first set up the inhalation and exhalation sides, and then we'll put the circuit on, then we'll do the pre-use check. Start off with the expiratory side. You have your diaphragm, expiratory valve. Like many of the other ventilators, it goes just on this section here, and then it sits just like that. This is a water trap in case there's any water dripping off the exhalation valve. It'll catch in this. Once it's full, you just take it and dump it. And that just sits on. This is a flow pneumatic, and it goes in here. Again, just like the other times, be very careful. These pins are very fragile. You force it, it'll break. It goes in just like this, or like this. Either way, the pins are fine. So then this will go in the exhalation valve, and then they have to go in together, and then the outside blue part twists and locks, and you put the cover down. You also use an exhalation filter on the exhalation side. This is the inspiratory side. As you saw, sort of like with the exhalation side, it goes in at an angle, that goes in one way, and then you twist and it locks in place. We'll now put the circuit on. I already have my temperature probes in place only because through multiple classes, the plugs that plug the where the temperature probes go have been broken off, and they are now lost. So that is the only reason I have these in. Normally you'd have the caps in the temperature probes. So now we put the inspiratory on the inspiratory side. And how do I tell the inspiratory side of the circuit? Temperature probe ports. And the expiratory on the expiratory side. I then can prop up my circuit, and I'm ready to go. To turn this, the Draeger on and off, you press that button. And you wait for the pre-use check. Okay, we're going to raise our tripod and zoom in on the screen so you can see the screen better. Okay, patient not ventilated. What this is saying is that the incompatible flow sensor detected. All that is saying is basically our flow sensor is old and should not be used. I'm going to acknowledge it. Calibration of flow sensor in progress. Calibration of flow sensor successful. Okay, what I'm going to do is go to New Adult. Confirm will discharge current patient. Yes, we want to discharge current patient. And then you get this screen. What I want to do is to do a system check. Overview, this is the last check we did, and we're going to do device check. I'm going to hit start, and then I have to confirm. Auxiliary. This asks me if I can hear that alarm. I'm going to say yes. Is the breathing circuit connected correctly? Yes. Humidifier connected correctly or not in use? If you're using an HME, you would have the HME in line at this time. So we're using an HME, we're going to say yes. Do you want to calibrate the expiratory flow sensor? Yes. Preparing calibration with high temperature. Observe the instructions for use. Expiratory flow sensor fitted correctly. Yes. Do you want to calibrate neonatal? No. You'll get to do that in the fall. Test lung connected to breathing circuit. So I'm going to take my elbow off. I'm not going to throw this away. And my test lung right here. Yes. This could take up to 3 minutes. And as you can see, the little clock-like device down here on the dot, when you actually do this in person, you'll be able to see it. You see the hands of the clock going around. It's just taking time. Do I want to calibrate internal gas supply sensors? Yes. Unfortunately, there's no way around these if you do not do a pre-use calibration or pre-use check as designated by the manufacturer, and you put it on a patient and something happens. It could then be not good for you or the hospital. All of these ventilators have memories, and everything on the computer is stored. Bioengineering can go in and see all the checks for like the last year. This is the longest part of the test. It takes a few minutes. As I said with the 840, if you are using active humidification, currently with our ventilators you will need to bypass the active humidification because you will not pass the pressure tests. Okay, it passed. Gas supply sensors calibration. It is now doing oxygen supply. It is now doing air supply. It's testing the expiratory valve. Now it's safety valve. O2 sensor calibration is being calibrated at this time. Most oxygen sensors will read within about 3% of the set. You don't need to know that, just filler information. Okay, device check finished. To proceed to the breathing circuit check, touch yes. Touched yes. Breathing circuit check. Start. Make sure no patient is connected and confirm. Patient is not connected. I'm going to take my fake patient off, and I will confirm with the dial. Connect breathing circuit, seal patient connector, port, confirm with OK. I'm going to seal it with my elbow that has a cap on it and hit OK. This can leak up to 300 milliliters per minute at a pressure of 60 millibars. Just remember that it has a preset leak and it's going to measure everything for you. Open patient port connector, connection port, hit OK. It was checking the resistance, breathing circuit check finished, and we are done. I wanted to show you also check results. This is showing you the compliance, also the flow, inspiratory, all the resistance, but also the accessory use. What this screen will show you is when do you need to change the expiratory valve, when should you exchange the breathing circuit, when should you exchange the expiratory heated filter. Okay, hours do not go on patients. I wanted to just show you where that screen was. And that is the PreUse check on the Draeger Vita Infinity V500.